Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Gould, and I will be your instructor for both spring and summer sections of field. I've been teaching at Campbellsville Adjunct since 2018, and I have to say, field is one of my favorite courses to teach. I really enjoy hearing about what you guys are doing at your placements and how you're engaging with your clients and the different populations you work with all across the country. It's a really unique experience for me as an instructor, and I just absolutely enjoy reading your papers and getting to know each and every one of you and seeing the changes that you're making in the field of social work. So, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself and a little bit about the course. I have been teaching at Campbellsville since 2018. I started in the field of social work in 2005, working residential treatment for adolescents that were state placed. Lots of trauma, lots of high risk behaviors, and dual diagnosis, and that sort of thing. I started working on my master's in 2007 and graduated in 2008 with my master's of science in social work. After that, I became a clinical therapist at the same residential treatment facility and stayed there for a little while longer and got my LCSW in 2011. In 2013, I transitioned to a position at the university, at a larger university, working in a college counseling center, working with the highest risk students on campus, working toward retention, helping them with food and housing insecurities. I had a lot of students that were very high risk for suicidality and maybe were beyond the scope of care for the counseling center that I was working at, so I helped them get referrals in the community, but also carried a clinical caseload there. I had clients for individual, group, and couples therapy, so it was a great marriage of social work there. And again, in 2018, I started teaching adjuncts. So that's a little bit about my work history and who I am as a social worker. I also am a student right along with you guys. I started working on my doctorate of social work this past year, and I am about 3 semesters into the program. So I'm really excited to be a student because I feel like that gives me a unique experience and perspective as to what you guys are going through as students as well, and how you juggle all the different things of life. And I'm also in an online program, so I think that gives me some insight into how you guys are doing with your programs. So that's just, again, a little bit about myself. Some information about the course. We are changing a little bit of the competency papers. So if you have had field before, or if you've had a friend that's in field, just be aware that the competency papers are going to look a little bit different, and we'll go over those in detail during our Zoom sessions. So speaking about Zoom, every course that you have at Campbellsville now will have an introductory Zoom session. We'll have 2 of those available for you guys to schedule. They are mandatory. You only have to attend one. But I want you to look at your syllabus very thoroughly. Take a look at the Moodle course shell and bring questions with you into that Zoom session. Don't be afraid to ask questions, because chances are if you have a question, your peer probably has one of the same questions or similar questions. So come prepared. We'll go over the competency papers. We'll go over what to expect, a little bit more detail in the course. Shortly thereafter, we'll have our first initial teleconference, and I'll need you all to schedule and sign up through a doodle poll, which I'll include the link when it gets populated. And so you and your supervisor will also need to participate in those. We will do them either over teleconference, over the telephone, or Zoom if you prefer that. I will do my best to accommodate whatever requests that you have as far as your preferred mode of communication. My information is included in the instructor information section in the Moodle shell, and feel free to reach out to me via email or text message. I prefer text messaging as opposed to calling, just because I tend not to answer calls that I don't recognize the number. So text me, let me know you need to talk to me by phone, and I'd be happy to either answer your question by text or schedule a time for a teleconference. I am here for you guys. I think communication with your professors are extremely important. Let me know what's going on with you. If you have a struggle or if you have a question, please do not hesitate to ask. Do not wait until the end of the semester when we have another teleconference to go over something. Reach out to me. I am here for you guys. The course runs so much smoother when you communicate with me, so just let me know what's going on. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to include some additional information in writing in this announcement. I'll prefer to communicate with you guys as a group through the news forum, so keep an eye out for those different pieces of information that will come out throughout the course. So take care, and again, if you all need me for anything, please reach out to me, and I look forward to a great semester with you guys. Take care.